even if she smells. It's treat time for Smokey. Guys, are these ospreys? I know y'all can't see, but this is so loud, and there's one there, and then one there. Yeah, nothing was on the radar. Yeah, they're really loud. Yeah, y'all probably. Oh, right there. Now we have a plane. What is she doing? She must have really wanted to see the plane. Hey guys! It's the weekend, so the bed is not made. It is Saturday. I got myself some McDonald's. Not healthy, but I love the way. Because I don't drink coffee, so like I don't get those cold brews or whatever that people get in the TikToks and all. But I always love that sound, and I just feel cool like with the ice sound. Like I don't know how on this planet that is cool, but there's guaranteed going to be dog barking in this clip because the people behind me, they're yard people, or that guy looks really high up. Like he looks like he's on top of something. I don't know why these people are here on a Saturday, but like they at that house, I feel like they do things at odd times. So we are going to do our mystical morning. Yeah, it's like 1 o'clock because it's cold in my house. It's like 70 something outside, but I was cold in here and I just did not want to get out of bed. Yeah, the Dodgers are going to the World Series. I was so hyped about it last night. I mean, I'm still hyped, but you know, like when it was happening, I was dancing, I was cheering, I was having a good time. But here's the card for, oh, this one is like sticking out. When they kind of go flying, that's a sign like, yeah, you need to get that card. So this is feelings. Now let's see the card of what will my health be like today. Yeah, I did not feel good this morning. Like I woke up at some point in the middle of the night where I was just like cramping, which I mean, this time of the month that we're going into, like this phase of my cycle, like yeah, that is normal. So like nothing is seriously wrong, but like not fun. And so this morning when I woke up, I was just kind of nauseous. But again, once I had my meal, and the guy, the DoorDash man, he was so friendly. Shout out to Jason. But so yeah, so now I feel fine. But that's the card for our health. And now we need a card to tell me what my thoughts will be like for the day. And the mystical mornings I'm only doing in October because I feel like they're kind of spooky, witchy vibes. I mean, I do them every day of my life anyway, but for Vlogtober, because like they take up like the majority of the vlogs because these books have just been so dense that it's hard to give you all updates on. So that's the card for my thoughts. Again, let me just move all that aside so it's not getting in our way. So feelings, what will my feelings be like today? We had the Four of Visions, which is the Four of Cups. Our person here, let me get a pointer, they are not looking too pleased. With the Four of Visions, when you're leading up to it, it's really just a bunch of waiting for something to happen, in my opinion. But I am going to get the official like definition for y'all. What the Four of Visions or the Four of Cups means, so I've only ever drawn this card in the reverse, but in the upright, it means meditation, contemplation, apathy, and re-evaluation. So apparently we're going to be, you know, feeling like we're contemplating stuff today. Meditation, I think, goes hand in hand with the manifestation one that we drew yesterday for thoughts, because I did not go over the manifestations yesterday like I wanted to, and I was like, oh man, missed opportunity there. Missed opportunity is what this card means in the reverse, but I didn't get to do that. So essentially we have meditation coming up. That makes me feel like that I do have that second chance to go back and meditate on those manifestations I didn't get to do yesterday. Let's look at the card for my health. We have the Eight of Spells. This one means like travel by air, which has been happening quite a bit in my dreams lately, but this is the Eight of Spells, which is the Eight of Wands, and I have drawn this card before, and it was fairly recently, and it means speed, action, air travel, movement, and swift change. So I feel like that's telling me I need to be like active today. I need to be walking. I need, you know, to be exercising, being healthy. That's what I get in the regard for health. Now let's see the card for my thoughts. We have the Weaver of Boons. Is that the Queen of Pentacles? Maybe. Sorry, I see a really big bird, like a hawk or something, which is kind of funny with that we just drew this card. Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna switch the camera around so y'all can see this. He's over the trees over there. I know this is gonna focus on like the grime on the window. I'm gonna have to get up. I know it, like, watch now that I'm showing y'all. He's not gonna be there. Please, Mr. Bird, can you come back around? Okay, we're gonna give it 1, 2, 3. Oh, there's some over there. Yeah, these don't look as big as the one I saw, but they are at more of a distance. But back to the card that we just drew. So I think this is the Queen of Pentacles. I'm gonna have to double check because Weaver might be the Knight. Yeah, again, I'm gonna have to double check because I'm not familiar with this card, but we have this woman who, look at her, like she's so cute. Like she is living the dream, but she has some plants. She's barefoot out in nature. That is the vibe that we want in life, but let's go see what she is. So she is the Queen of Pentacles, and the description of this card, just this illustration is so perfect. Practical, homely, motherly, down to earth, and security. So that is what we're going to be thinking about today. Our mindset's going to be practical. We're really going to be home, motherly, so probably pretty caring and just down to earth and very secure in our thoughts. And I mean, what more can you ask for? I love this card, love that card. So that is the mystical morning for today. I thought I'd do something a little different. So I hear Fred being bad in the back, chewing on something. Hold on. Back in the day, this room used to be my playroom. It was my bedroom at one time. And now it's just like a storage room. As you can see, a ton of junk. Like that was my dad's mattress when he was a kid. Like there's just a lot in here, but I mean, it's very spacious as well. Just it's not organized, and that is something that I've been working on since like the summer, is organizing this room. So I do have a couch up here, and basically when we moved here, it was so hard for them to get the couch up these stairs because, you know, the stairs twist and everything. My dad was like, that couch is never coming downstairs. So I cannot put bookshelves on this wall or anything. Yeah, so personally, I'm thinking that if I was an adult in that situation moving into this house 20 years ago or however long, I would have been like, okay, that's way too difficult. We're not going to take the couch upstairs. We'll just, like, why do we need a couch in the playroom? Like, why? And just would have, I think it was the couch at the apartment we lived at, but like, I would have just got rid of it. I'm going to put my stuffed animal collection on that couch. I mean, I already have some of my Build-A-Bears on there, but some of these I just had to bring up here, and that's why I'm kind of out of breath because I was carrying a box and this little tote bag right here that is a book of the month tote bag, and I just thought I would share some of my collections. So these are all just ones that have kind of like a sentimental value to me. So first one right on top, the mascot for the Rio Olympics in 2016. I do collect the Olympic mascots. I think they're so cute. And it is in Portuguese, so that's cool. This is this little tiger that you can hang, so we might hang him on the wall actually, that I won at the fair. I don't know, this is the reindeer from Frozen. Yeah, he doesn't work anymore. I just have him. We have the pug from The Secret Life of Pets. I think I got him at Target. I'm seeing if there's a year. I don't remember what year that movie came out, but I did see it in theaters. Okay, let's go in here. This is a little moose that says "Joy in Jesus," and it's just a little It might be a reindeer. This is a Christmas stocking, so again, we'll hang on the wall. I got this at the UFO Museum in Roswell, New Mexico. Oh, somebody fell out. Yeah, Zoom Zooms. Do you remember these? Some of these I got at Disneyland, and then the others at Target. They are so cute. They were this line that Disney did. So we have Stitch. We have Eevee, who is the Pokemon. Okay, we have 3 more guys in here. Or 4. I had like a dog theme birthday. This is from Birthday Express, and I gave these out in goodie bags. So this is just one of the leftover ones, and it looks like my dog at the time, Max, even though Max had floppy ears because he was a dachshund. So another Zoom Zoom is Dumbo. Then the little cat from Aristocats. So these are my Zoom Zooms. So cute. They're adorable. And then this one is the Coca-Cola bear. That is a keychain that I got at the Coca-Cola Museum in Atlanta. Now we have my big tote. So this moose I got in Toronto. Like, oh, I love him. He's so Canadian. What brand is this? Wish Pets. Yeah, how much was he? This is Canadian dollars. $20. That's not bad because Canada's expensive. Now this one, Fred's chewing on stuff again, hold on. This guy, my friend, he got me this at SeaWorld. I don't know if it was a school trip or a family trip that he went on, but SeaWorld Orlando, he picked me up that Warlurse because they're like my favorite animal. Again, here's another Warlurse. This is WWF. So this is one that my dad got me from like donating to the World Wildlife Foundation. This, I had a time getting this into a suitcase before. I got this at Disneyland once again, and yeah, it's 2 elephants, but Dumbo and his mom. Dumbo and his mom. This is one that I got on eBay because I had it as a kid. Funny story. So this was at the time when pillow pets were becoming a thing, but this was a kind of like knockoff pillow pet, so it can like go together like that. And I go to my first sleepover, and me and this other girl, we were like, we're gonna bring our Zuby pets. Now I thought that this would still be plushy, you know, because there's a blanket in here. You take the blanket out and then it's not a pillow anymore. You don't have a pillow, you just have a blanket. So I did not stay the whole sleepover either because I was very anxious and felt nauseous. I didn't know what anxious was at the time, but yeah, so I'm not a fan of sleepovers. Still to this day, like, no. So don't ask me to sleep over with you. Don't ask me to share a hotel room with you. It's not gonna happen. I'm sorry. So we have a tote bag inside the tote. This is a Marvel one. Thanos I got in a subscription box. Y'all know I'm not a Marvel girly. Not about that. This is an eagle that I got at probably a zoo or something. I'm not sure where he came from. This I got at Starbucks back in the day, back in the 2010, early 2010s. It is the Barista Bear. That is so adorable. This was my first WWF plush that my dad got me. It is, I forget what these bears are called, but love him. He's adorable. Next, this is a FIFA World Cup 2014 in Brazil mascot. Now, this is interesting. The tag is in English. When you get an Olympic mascot, the tag will be in the language where the Olympics were. And then this is like a Happy Meal toy from The Secret Life of Pets. That is a dachshund that looks just like my dachshund. Max, love him. Okay, so our next tote here. This is a panda that I got at the Toronto Zoo. Project Panda. In the UK, I think in London, I got this little bulldog. It has a whole little leash. That is adorable. For the London Olympics, we have the mascot right here. Or one of the mascots, at Croptree Valley Mall in Raleigh. At GameStop, I got this Pokemon, or Pikachu. For the Sochi Olympics in Russia in 2014, one of the mascots, and again, the tag is in Russian. They came all the way from Russia, would love. Now, this was a Cole's Cares plush. From 2012. You can tell he's very well loved. Even have some tape on him. I don't know what was happening there. We'll clean him up, but he was one of my favorites. I love reindeer, caribou, moose. What is that kind of family of animal called? Here's another very well loved. His name is Oinks. He is a Beanie Baby that you could put online. Beanie Baby's response to Webkinz, but oinks, I do love him, and you can tell that he's very well loved. I saw The Lion King on Broadway, and of course I got a plushie. So this is the Simba beanbag, is what it says, $19.95. What was the price? This little cat I got in York in the UK. There's my real cat back there. Then another Sochi mascot is the hare. This one I got again in the UK. As you can tell, Queen Elizabeth was the monarch at the time. That little bear, sorry I dropped him. In Wales, I got another Beanie Baby that is a keychain of the dragon. I'm seeing if he has a name. Yeah, I'm not gonna pronounce Welsh, but he does have a name. We had this little Snoopy I got at Hallmark back when we had a Hallmark, and love Hallmark, love Hallmark. Another Sochi mascot is the polar bear, even though I doubt they have polar bears in Sochi. And then a Rio mascot right here, kind of a monkey looking guy. This is a little, it's magnetic. And he's a little moose reindeer guy. It's all Greek to me is what his tag says. I don't know. Then this is one that my dad got at a convention for me. This is for mattresses, but Adopt a Sheep for the fight against cancer. Again, very well loved. They all smell good. Like, they don't smell bad, which is shocking. Now I have some random stuff in here. This is filled with coins. It's an old Hollister perfume thing. Patch I got at spring training in Arizona in 2020. This is a very large patch. It came in a large packaging. Now, One Direction, Take Me Home. I think Take Me Home is probably my favorite One Direction album, if I'm being honest with y'all. But yeah, this is the yearbook edition. Look, here's an old Webkinz code for the War Miner. Is that how you say those? This was my camera that is like a $20 GoPro. I'm seeing like where... Okay, the SD card would go in the side there. I don't recommend. Do not, because sometimes it would record, or sometimes it would say it would be recording and it really wouldn't be. And that would be really annoying. So I have a glasses case right here. Oh, these are some old glasses of mine. Look how dirty. Don't know if y'all can see how dirty they are, but yeah, these are way better built than these designer ones that I have. Like, the designer ones are shit compared to like just, you know, the cheaper ones. Believe it or not, I've always hated these cases. I'm only scared I'm gonna snap a finger in there, and that's just really loud, and y'all know I don't like loud. So that's my stuffed animal collection. Fix y'all, since we were upstairs. I was like, did we do anything today? Yeah, we did the stuffed animal thing today. But I read 71 pages in here, so I own an Our Share of Night. So it seems like I will be able to finish this book tomorrow, because I do have less than 100 pages left. So stay tuned for tomorrow's vlog with like the most boring book review you will ever hear. There's probably been more boring ones on here, if I'm being honest with y'all. But yes, we get, in section 5, we get a whole new POV, and it's in first person perspective, and I was like, who the hell is this? And it is, somebody we've never met before, anything, basically a reporter. And then, yeah, that is all for that. That was my only note. I was just like, what is happening here? There's so many times in this book where I am just confused, where I'm like, just with this writing style, and again, I don't know if it's falling on the translation or what, but the writing is where I'm just like, what in the world? Like, it is just so confusing, hard to follow, and I don't recommend the writing style. I also had the thought today that if you're a fan of A Little Life by Anya Yanagihara, then you might like this book. Now, this one does not have the same trigger warnings as that book, if you're thinking it's going to be as dark. Now, this book is dark, but it's just a different kind, you know? I feel like this is more digestible than that, but, I mean, everybody has their own set of triggers, you know, so do look up trigger warnings before you read a book. I personally don't do that, but I know a lot of people can really struggle, so definitely if you're somebody who thinks that something might be too much for you, do look into it. But it's just a lot of trauma that somebody goes through, especially somebody from a young age, and just following them basically all throughout their life. I mean, we're only in their 20s now, but just the way this is written and everything reminds me of A Little Life. So if you want more of a fantastical, magical realism horror of A Little Life, you might like Our Share of Night by Mariana Enriquez. So that is all for the day. If you made it through this whole video, leave a nighttime emoji in the comments below. And as always, comment, rate, and subscribe. And don't forget to ring that notification bell to be notified when all my videos go live. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.